Yes, hi everyone. Welcome in for our weekly chat, it is turning out to be, which is exciting news about the NBL New Zealand Basketball Championship. And joining me is the coach, former Tall Black. You all know him very well. He is Mr. Basketball in New Zealand, Pero Cameron. G'day, Pero.
Morning, mate.
8-0. Let's start with that. The Saints, you guys are on fire.
It's a good start, but it's a start, you know. It's early in the season and we got a couple tough games coming up for us.
You're off a pretty good tour down south, picked up a couple of wins, Otago and Southland.
Yeah, tough tour, really tough. Went into Otago and grinded out the win there and got on a bus and travelled down to Invercargill to play the next night. Very cold, and you know they haven't got, their stadium fell down earlier, I think, the roof collapsed, so we played in the velodrome and they had all the doors open and you know, welcomed us in traditional kind of Southland style, and it was a tough game. We struggled. We were down 10 at half, and we came back to win that. So,
what I wanted to do today, Pero, is have a talk to you about tonight's game, which is the Auckland Pirates against the Bay Hawks. Now, the Bay Hawks are the only other side that are unbeaten, taking on the Pirates, who have had 2 wins and 3 losses, but this time it's at Auckland's home gym. Yeah,
Auckland are a tough team. You know, just acquired Boucher back for the from the Breakers, and you know he's a tough competitor and he's very successful. I think Auckland, although they've struggled a little bit with some losses, I think they've got to be favoured to win, I think.
Really? Well, you can see the odds there are $3.50 for the Pirates and $1.27 the Hawks. So.
Wow. Yeah, it's just different. You know, they went down, they lost to Hawke's Bay last week. I just think it's going to be tough for Hawke's Bay to come up to Auckland.
Yeah, the Hawks won 89-74 on May the 6th, so yeah, that is about a week ago. But you think Auckland might have the goods to turn that round?
Yeah, I think they've got a very good 5. Dylan Boucher's come in and he brings a whole lot of experience, and they seem to be running with another younger guy, Brooke Rusko, who's doing some damage as well. I'm not too sure if Paulie's going to play this week for Hawke's Bay. You know, it's a whole new, different kind of kettle of fish. He's a very good player. I think he will go. It's a very important game for them, and it's all about trying to be first place at the end of the year.
Okay, let's have a look at Thursday's game. Pero, your game, very big game. You're against the Nelson Giants. They have only won 1 game, and to me it looks like if you can shut down Phil Jones and Mika Vakona, you can probably win this game. Yeah,
those two bring a lot of experience and they bring a winning attitude, and I think this is their 2nd game back. And you know they've been struggling, but you know they've had some tough games. They've had 2 Waikato games, and you know they struggled. But now they've got their whole crew back. They're going to be tough. We haven't beaten them in the last 2 years. Also the Saints. So 5 games we've lost, and it's something I would like to change. So it's going to be tough.
I looked at the box score when they played against the Jets. They had 5 players that were on court more than 30 minutes. In your last game, you only had 2 players that played more than 30 minutes. Does that say something about the depth of both squads?
Yeah, a little. You know, we play in a fashion where, you know, guys can't pull out, 8 out of the 10 minutes in a quarter. They may be able to get 6, but you know, generally they're going to get tired because we try and play an up-tempo and a spoiling kind of way. Whereas Nelson, you know, they want to get some wins under their belt and they go with the horses that they've got. You know, Mika and Phil and the 2 imports, and Fitchett and Bloxham is who they're going to play a lot of.
And you also seem to have a nice balance where you can get a lot of players in double digits. I think you had 5 or 6 in your last game in double digits. That must be a nice feeling as a coach to get that spread.
Well, the opportunities are there for everybody, and you know, our first and foremost is our defence, and we get we create a lot of points off there, and then in the other respect we try and play a running game. So there's a lot more opportunities, and you know, we're an unselfish team, and we try to be, and yeah, that's the way we play.
Friday night we see the Southland Sharks taking on the Manawatu Jets. Similar type records, Pero. 2-4 the Southland Sharks, 3-3 the Jets, and I think Southland are getting their new import for this game.
Yeah, you know, I backed them last week and they disappointed me really, so I don't want to say too much about them. Again, Jekyll and Hyde team. This import's been coming for the last 2 weeks. But, you know, it's going to be a tough game. Again, Braswell, it all, you know, points to him whether he can play a good game. Because if he gets going and Dickel gets going, they're a tough team. Where are they playing?
They're playing in Southland, and I have heard that the new import has arrived in New Zealand yesterday.
Oh,
yeah. So he's here.
Yeah, you got to check at customs to see if he has landed, really. Yeah, I think they'll get over, but it'll be a tough game. I think Palmy have got back their horses as well. They've got Hommick back, Truman, and Horvath is playing well, and I think the X factor for them is the guy Hudson. You know, one game he had 40, I think, the other week, and then the next game he had 8. So you know, it's, if he shows up and Kench brings himself as well and has a good game, I think, you know, they could be trouble in Southland. But the support in Southland's huge, and I think the support will get them across the line.
And the only other game left in that round, and I won't even ask Pero, it's me being a little bit arrogant, I suppose. Otago 0-6 will lose to the Jets, who are at the moment 3-3, but they would have played Southland, so they were on the South Island trip that Pero Cameron Saints had. So I'll just say the Jets will beat the Nuggets quite comfortably.
I'll go the other way, Nuggets, mate. I'm telling you, they'll get one. They're due one.
All right, there he is, Pero Cameron, dishing it up to me. We'll have to duel next week, see how we all got on. But as I say, the big game this week for the Saints is up against Nelson Thursday night here in the TSB Bank Arena. We'll catch up with me and Pero next week.